In a peaceful village, there lived a young boy named Rohan. He was intelligent, hardworking, and full of dreams. However, there was one thing: he lacked patience. He wanted success, but he wanted it quickly. If he didn't see immediate results, he would give up. Rohan admired successful people and often wondered how they achieved greatness. He would start a new habit like exercising, reading, or learning a skill, but after a few days he would get frustrated and quit because he didn't see any significant progress. One day, Rohan visited his grandfather, an old wise man who had seen many seasons of life. Seeing Rohan's frustration, his grandfather smiled and said, "Rohan, do you know the secret to true success?" The Rohan shook his head, eager to learn. His grandfather continued, "Let me tell you a story about patience. There was once a man named Arjun who desperately wanted to become a great sculptor. He found a large rock and started carving. For days and months he chiseled away at the stone, but no matter how much he worked, he couldn't see the sculpture taking shape. Frustrated, he almost gave up. One evening, an old sculptor passed by and saw Arjun sitting sadly next to the half-carved rock. The old man asked, "Why do you look so disappointed?" Arjun sighed, "I've been working on this for months, but it still doesn't look like a masterpiece." The old sculptor smiled and said, "Have patience, young man. Every great creation takes time. Keep carving, and you will soon see the beauty hidden inside the stone." Encouraged by the old man's words, Arjun continued his work. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Slowly the rough stone transformed into a breathtaking statue. People from all over came to admire his masterpiece. He finally understood that success is not about quick results, but about persistent effort. Rohan listened carefully and nodded. "So, you're saying patience is the key to success?" His grandfather smiled. "Exactly. Most people give up because they don't see instant results, but true success comes to those who patiently work towards their goals, even when progress seems slow." Rohan was deeply inspired. "How can I develop patience?" "Grandpa," his grandfather shared some valuable lessons. 1. Focus on progress, not perfection. Success is not about being perfect. It's about improving little by little. Even a 1% improvement each day leads to massive growth over time. Rohan realized that instead of expecting big results overnight, he should appreciate small improvements too. Embrace the journey. If you plant a seed today, will it become a tree tomorrow? No, it takes months, sometimes years. Life works the same way. Enjoy the process rather than rushing for results. Rohan decided to enjoy learning and growing instead of always seeking immediate rewards. 3. Learn from failures. Failures are not the end, they are stepping stones. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. The only way to truly fail is to quit. Rohan remembered the times he had quit too soon. He decided that from now on, he would keep going no matter how tough things got. 4. Develop daily habits. Success is built on daily habits, not one-time efforts. If you read 10 pages daily, in a year you'll finish many books. If you exercise for just 10 minutes daily, you'll become fit over time. Small consistent actions create great results. Rohan made a plan to build small daily habits instead of waiting for big changes. 5. Practice gratitude. When you feel impatient, remind yourself of what you already have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. It makes the journey more enjoyable. Rohan started writing 3 things he was grateful for every night. He noticed he became more positive and patient. Over the next few months, Rohan applied these lessons. He started small but remained consistent. At first, the changes were barely noticeable, but over time his patience and perseverance started showing results. His grades improved, his skills developed, and he became more confident. Years later, Rohan became a successful businessman. People asked him, "What's the secret to your success?" He always smiled and said, "The power of patience." Success is not about how fast you reach your goals, it's about how patiently and persistently you work towards them. So, what will you patiently work towards today?